Hello and welcome back to the Dakota Brando channel. My name is Dakota, and I would like to talk today about Blood Simple, directed by the Coen Brothers. It's one of the best examples of a director's first film. When you watch this film, you can see where the Coens go from here. You can see Fargo, you can see Miller's Crossing, you can see even The Big Lebowski in some scenes, and some comedy. So why? Why talk about first films? Well, the reason I want to make this series is that first films are just as interesting as a major director's middle and ending part of their careers. You can learn a lot from them as a filmmaker or as a viewer, just seeing where they started. You can even see how they learn how to film in the process of making their first film. It's really awesome. This film is incredible. Like the rest of this series, I'm going to highlight really incredible first films. You can see the Coens have a love of film with what they do. They are inspired by the 1940s noir, yes, set in Texas, and they're able to make it seem like it's a noir set in New York in the 40s. It has that same feeling, but just like any film, it's a collaboration. They got the idea for a trailer to represent this film, to sell it to investors and prospecting producers, and it is starring Bruce Campbell, none other than Sam Raimi's oftentimes collaborator. And as you can see here, it is awesome. It is set in the background, a red tent. It is really what is indicative of the film, that kind of moody, that noir, and it's got just such a Texas style to it. Even though the Coens are from Minnesota, they were able to capture two things that they really loved: noir and Texas cinema. This is also part of the reason I talked about Sam Raimi is because they use the shaky cam technique. It's when you get a board and you put a camera on it and two people run alongside of it and you run up to your subject, whatever that may be. It's usually an actor or actress, but it could be a tree, it could be whatever kind of object. But yeah, so in the future, a lot of people have used this shaky cam technique. But what's really impressive is how they were able to capture that 1940s noir style. It is definitely with the help of Frances McDormand, who was also in Fargo, and she turns in an incredible performance, along with M. Emmett Walsh and Dan Hedaya, just two great character actors that they caught them in their prime. This is like right after the 70s, in the 80s, and they're weathered, they're great, they're acting their asses off. It's the story of murder gone wrong. It's about how, all murder always goes wrong, but it's about a husband who hires a hitman to try to kill his wife because he finds out one of his employees is having an affair with her. And it goes on from there. It's just like Fargo. It's just like the other Coen Brothers films. If you loved those films, make sure to check this out. That's why I'm talking about it. That's why I made this series, so that these films get the proper attention they deserve. A lot of hijinks happen. Actually a really intense, amazing bathroom scene of a hitman trying to kill her and him. And from there, it's so intense. There's even a scene of John Getz, who John Getz does an amazing performance in this as well. That's what makes all of this work, is the collaborative process of film, is these actors are putting in, these actresses. The directors. It's like a theater troupe, almost. All these people, they were found in the right place at the right time, and they worked. It just worked, and that's why the Coens became who they are today. They won an Oscar. They won a lot of different awards. They're somebody that you look up to for this kind of niche comedy noir, kind of small town, different kind of style. That makes the Coens unique, and it's thanks to this film, thanks to Blood Simple. And the meaning of Blood Simple, I've known a lot of people to wonder what it means, and it's basically, when you see blood, you just go crazy, and you're obsessed. And It's basically a driven craziness in your blood, which is a perfect title for this film. And it just adds to the fact that this whole film, you can feel the Texas heat. It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where you not only see what's going on, but you can feel it. You almost start feeling sticky and hot because of this film. Perfect encapsulation of Texas, for sure. If you've ever been to Texas, you know the heat. You know what it's like. This film just surprises. It delights. Take your time with this film. Have fun. Grab some popcorn. Get whatever drink you like. And you're in for a wild ride. If you love noirs, if you love the Coens, obviously, check this one out. And you can see, even from this very first film, the lighting, the direction, the acting. It's all there. It's all what the Coens were known for and are known for. This gives hope to people that are first filmmakers. You look at the trailer and you see, oh, that's so cool. And you see this first film. A first film doesn't have to be bad. It can be a masterpiece, like this one. They're always in their films. They're these criminals that just don't get anything right. In a way, it even goes back to the Hays Code, where you had the bad people not winning, in these noirs that they're inspired by. The bad people don't win. And I think the Coens just took that and ran and made it so much that they don't win that they're just really not smart. And it shows, and it's fun, and it's funny. Frances McDormand and John Getz are incredible. John Getz especially gives this mood, this performance that is even kill. It's almost like a Gary Cooper or Kevin Costner performance, but you're with you care about what's going to happen. And it's intense. There are a lot of parts of this that actually get your blood pumping. Dan Hedaya plays a perfect evil guy. It's incredible. It's the fact that they were all in this together shows the collaborative process. And the fact that this is set in Texas, it makes it unique. Not every noir is set in Texas. In fact, there's very little that are. And it gives it a whole different feel. It gives it that southern heat, that stickiness to the whole movie. Emmett Walsh is sweating the entire time. He plays a hitman that is just a bumbling idiot, and it is great. You spend time with him, and he's in this little Volkswagen Bug, and he's just driving around, and it's just, if you've seen Mikey, then you would know that it's the same character. It's almost like a sequel to that character. And Emmett Walsh is one of the best character actors. He's always my favorite whenever I see him come up. If you've seen Network, oh gosh, you should see Network. Please check this out. Please leave a comment. Let me know your opinion of this film. If you've seen it, what you think of it, and your views on debut cinema. I'm so happy to be talking about this film, and I'll be talking about more. Please check out the Dakota Brando channel, as there is much more to come. Thank you, and have a great day, and remember, watch those films, baby!